oh boy, how y'all doing? What's going on, good people? You got your girl back, all right, Gigi Medici. Now, DL Whisper and TS Madison situation just got worse. Do you know he's looking at a year in jail? Okay, yeah, they said it on social media, but I didn't believe it until I heard it come out his mouth. It's a jail phone call that came out, and I'm going to play a little bit of it. I'm going to play the whole thing, actually. But I got to put my 2 cents in it. Okay. So he's coming out and he's saying that he's going to be doing a year possibly. He feels like everybody is conspiring against him, and oh my God, he's losing 30 pounds and he don't know what to do. Child, you should have did this smart. He sound like he's smart. He sound like he'll know it all when he talking, but clearly he don't know it all, honey. All right. How y'all doing? What's going on? And I just want to say, I'm welcome to debate. I actually like to debate. So if anybody want to debate me on anything that I got to say, feel free to hit that link at the top and come up here. My door is always open. You can always ring my bell. And everybody that's saying they've been following me all day, I thank you. Oh, look at this. Thank you, Chef Kiss. Mwah. Hi. Hey, Jugs. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being my real supporters, because right now I'm reinventing, because I'm always reinventing, right? But this time, some just went in my throat. But this time I'm going to lock in with my real supporters. So I appreciate you guys. Follow me all around this internet, because I got a mouth and I love to talk it. All right. So besides the DL Whisper and the TS Madison situation, it's very unfortunate that these two LGBT members allow the heterosexual community to divide them. You know what I'm saying? I'm so mad about that. Y'all just allow these straight people to divide y'all, and y'all supposed to be coming together. Oh God. Oh God. This is what they want. They want y'all to fight amongst each other. I remember back in the day, oh God, when I was an activist, oh God, when I was a leader in this thing, it would have never got to this. It would have never. They was like, man, them LGBT motherfuckers, they always sticking together. They locked in. They'll never go against each other. Look what y'all doing. I'm so ashamed. I'm so sick of this. Oh, God. All right. So besides that, I'm going to go back around to it. Usher came out today. Yeah. Usher, you got it bad when you all alone. Hang up and you call right back. He's defending Diddy. Can you believe it? Now you want to talk Usher? You could have defended Diddy when Stevie Ray was defending Diddy. You know what I mean? But I got a feeling Diddy is coming back home. Okay, he's getting out soon. Jay-Z came out today as well, did an interview, and he didn't say anything horrible about Diddy. And when you're not saying anything horrible about Diddy, I feel like you're defending him too. So Jay-Z defended Diddy too. And also he slammed Tony Busby. He said he was very hurt. He was so angry where he could not even control his emotions when he heard that he was being accused of doing that to that 13-year-old. He said that's something you just don't play like that. So that lets me know that, the world is still spinning. And Jay-Z did not see this stuff coming. He did not think that his past will come up to him, haunt him. And he got to learn. And I think that we're going to see growth from Jay-Z because he gotten too comfortable. He underestimated social media and other people. So this year is going to be different. It's going to be challenging. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they both are doing a tour, I heard, and they're going to try to get their reputation back, and they want to have more influence on social media, and they want to get their power because they know their power is shifting. They said it was like 100 millions of people unfollowing them because their name was in the Epstein list, and they didn't respond back to it. So we got to talk about that. And I want to know what you guys think. Hey, Alice. Hey, Island Girl. And I want you guys to comment too. I love when you guys comment. I should have brought a water up here. Where is my water? Okay, see, this is what I need a man for, y'all. Like to go fetch my water. You know what I mean? A water boy. But I really don't want, look, if I got a man here and to fetch my water, clearly he's not working, right? So I don't want that man. You know what I mean? I like a man that's always busy, always stacking that money, and just handing me credit cards to be like, baby, go enjoy your day, because my man knows I love to shop. That is one of my hobbies. They asked me, they said, what do you like to do for fun? I like to spend your money. No, for real. I really like to spend your money. Okay. And I just don't spend any guy's money. Guys offer to buy me stuff all the time, and I always say no. I'm not a freeloader. I'm not a user. I will only spend a guy's money if I like him, if I want to invest in him. Me spending your money is a way of saying that I like you. Okay. If I don't spend your money, that's me saying no, thank you. Okay. Do you get it? Do you guys get that? Press 2 if you get it. Press 8 if you don't get it. I said again for the stupid ones in the back. If I like you, I will spend your money. Okay. That's a good thing. If you're a guy and I'm spending your money, you're going to be like, you should be thankful because that means that I'm into you. If you offer and I deny, I'm not into you. I'm not interested. I don't want you to be invested in me, and I don't want to be invested in you. And I don't want you to think something that's something and it's not. Okay. So hey Tank, how you doing, baby? What's going on? Yeah, so that's just how I do things. So also, Mama Tina, everybody is talking about that gumbo. First, I don't eat gumbo or whatever. Sorry. I told you something swallowed in my throat, and I don't know why I can't get it out, but whatever. Why is it always something in my throat when I get on live? I haven't even did anything this year. I've been a virgin, you guys. I am a virgin. This whole year, I haven't did anything. Can you guys say the same? Press 5 if you didn't have any freaky stuff, have any partners this year, okay? Press 5. Are you a virgin? Okay. Oh, yes, I'm a virgin. I has been reborn. You know what I mean? So it feels good being a virgin. I actually, honestly, I just been so busy. I've been doing this and doing that, family stuff. I just don't have the time, and my money ain't up like I want it to be. Shit ain't up like I want it to be. So I really don't want to find time to do it. You know, I don't know. I just don't got the time for the shit right now. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all it's some virgins up in here. All right. All right. I know y'all virgins better hit that like. Let me look at the like. I'll always have to check to make sure you guys are liking the video. We only have 33 likes. Can you guys get the likes to 100? I really appreciate it. Let's get the likes to 100. I know you guys can do it. So everybody's talking about the Mama Gumbo. They said that it got shut down because she was making it, then she froze it, and then she unthawed it, she microwaved it, and I guess you don't supposed to do no stuff like that. We're thinking we're going to get fresh gumbo, and we're getting like yesterday gumbo, 2 weeks gumbo. I just feel like shame on you, Tina. You got all that money. Why isn't she hiring professional people to take care of the motherfucking gumbo? Come on. If I get gumbo from Beyonce mama, I want fresh gumbo. I want you to make it right there. Stop being so damn cheap. Why are the Carters being cheap? Do they feel like I got to be cheap to be relatable? And that's why you had your nephew or your grandson, Jules, do an LGBT event. It's like, okay, Clearly he don't need the money, but maybe it's like he's relatable if he, do a gig like that makes him relatable. I don't know. Do he think he a bad bitch or something? I really think he's a bad bitch in his head. But a lot of celebrity young people, I think they're a bad bitch. Like EJ Johnson, he's very cocky. He's a bad bitch in his head as well. And I just tell you, we are living in a society that y'all so vain, y'all so self-centered. It's just so disgusting. Huh, and everybody is accepting of this shit. You know what? When I was younger, being arrogant and vain, people talked about you. You were on a shit list because you had around like you're all that, and people definitely felt like they needed to humble you 24/7. Nowadays, it's like everybody is so sassy, extra, extra, extra. How do I feel about it? Nah. Even though when I got accused of being arrogant, I wasn't sassy and so in your face with it. Shit. People just thought I was arrogant because I didn't talk to many people. I was like standoffish, you know? And for good reason, clearly. When I look back at it in hindsight, I'm glad I wasn't so open and vulnerable with you motherfuckers, okay? So yeah. Also, what else do I have on here? I talked about Jay-Z. Okay. So let's spin the block and let's start it with DL Whisper and TS Madison. So before I start with that, I want to know, are you team DL Whisper? Yeah, if you are team DL Whisper, press 2. If you team TS Madison, press 4. If you team nobody, press 6. Where do you guys stand on this? I know on social media, everybody picked a side or whatever. And I would love to know why you guys picking a side. And I would love to debate individuals on it. And if you feel foggy, please hit that link. But where do you guys stand on it? I want to know. So let me look up here. It says, why is she even selling gumbo? Because she's trying to be relatable. She's trying to get in the news on social media because that's the only way you can get, I guess, attention and influence. I guess she's trying to be like a mama. You know how big mamas were? Big mamas were known to be cookers and stuff like that. So I guess that's what she's doing. She's trying to be relatable. That's what I'm thinking. She's trying to be relatable to the public. And I don't think it's working out as well. That lady is rich and bored. I heard it was nasty as hell. But if you look at the board, like all these celebrities, they're doing different things because they're trying to be relatable, because they know Trump is coming after their ass. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but the conservative, they like own Paramount now. They are buying up all of these platforms. They want to take over Hollywood. And what does that mean to Jay-Z and Beyonce? The conservative want to nuke them. They want to get them out. They felt like those individuals are a bad influence on America, period. So they're coming after them. This is war. These lawsuits that's coming against Jay-Z and Tyler Perry, it's not coming from nowhere. This is all strategizing. This is a motherfucking Games of Thrones we're in. My God. All right, so I'm looking. So Tank says T.S. Madison. All right. All right. We got 6. We got a lot of neutrals. All right. We got a lot of neutrals. We got a lot of 5. Now, what is 5? What did I say 5 was? What did I say? I said 2, 4, and 6. What is a 5, y'all? Can y'all let me know who is a 5? What's a 5? You don't eat gumbo in the summertime? I really don't eat gumbo at all. I mean, I eat it once in a while. I probably had it like 5 times out 20 years. But like gumbo is not my go-to. I like chicken. I like chicken and watermelon. I'm real black. Okay, I'm real black. She should have been ready for people who knew was gonna go hard and be ready for the supporters. Yeah, no, believe her. She should have. Who are you talking about, Jasmine? Who are you talking about, babes? All right, so we don't got any DL Whisper supporters out there. All right, I don't think we got any. Okay, let's do this one more time. Press 8 if you're a DL Whisper supporter. Do we got any? Get out my throat, nigga. Do we got any DL Whisper supporters? Press 8 if you are one. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got Ryan. All right. All right. A black gay man. All right. All right. Ryan, you don't like T.S. Madison, Ryan? Ryan, are you a T.S.? Okay, tell me this, Ryan. Are you a supporter of DL Whisper because you don't like T.S. Madison, or are you just a supporter of DL Whisper? Which one is it? Because they say people are just supporting that man in spite of not liking T.S. Madison. Which one is it? Okay, I'm just curious to know. All right, Ryan over there laughing. This is not a laughing matter, Ron. Your boy is locked up in jail, honey. All right. So let me go here. Let me go here and play the jail call, honey. The jail call. Y'all boy DL Whisper. Let me know if you guys hear an echo. All right. I appreciate if y'all can let me know if y'all hear an echo. All right, let me play it. Let me play it. Right now, the DL Whisper. Here we go.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. We are definitely.
Do you guys hear the audio that I'm playing? Let me know if you guys could hear the audio or you could not. Could y'all hear the audio? I guess let me do it like this. Can I make this? How do I want to play with it? I really want to hide it, but I guess I gotta do it like this. All right, let me play it.
Definitely, worried about you, and we're definitely thinking about you. So we wanted to get an update as to what's going on in there, and why are you not out?
It's been a bunch of funny stuff going on. Because yesterday we had a pretrial, and all of the stuff that they submitted as proof for me violating the protective order, it was all.
Okay, so y'all can even hear it when I play it like this. Can you guys still hear it? Because I'd rather not. I want my lives to be all about me connecting with my, supporters. Honestly, I want to have a more deeper connection with y'all. So yeah, I'd rather not have all that slide shit up there.
All before the protective order. So essentially, they're just trying to find something to stick. Right now, my lawyer.
Did you hear what he just said? They trying to find something to stick. Press 1 if you heard that. They trying to find something to stick. I bet it's a whole bunch of men up there that's sticking up in him, right? Do y'all think he's getting it in jail? Ooh, honey, you think he's getting it in jail? All that DL trade up in jail, honey? You get all those stories, all those freak offs. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think he's having a time in his life. I hear about them homosexuals going to jail. They say they love it. They say they want to go back again and again and again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I think is a bad idea. He was basically trying to get me to sit here for a couple of months because I guess they don't have enough evidence, but they're also not setting a trial date. So they denied my bond. They didn't set a trial date or any other dates. And they just kind of telling me that I just got to sit here until they get ready to go to trial, which could be, he was like, it could be up to a year before I truly know. And, it's just a railroading thing. Like, these.
Child, I couldn't be his ass. I'd be like, please, T.S. Madison. I'm sorry, big dick bitch. I said, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, T.S. Madison. Girl, forgive me. Shit, I was trolling your ass. Come on now. We are part of the same LGBT community. I ain't mean none of that shit, girl. Come on now. Come on. Okay. Look, girl, I'm really a fan. Okay. Shit. Please, I'll be humble as humble pie. Okay. I would have just been like, I apologize, Maddie. Shit. What would y'all would have done? Press 1 if you would apologize to her, or press 2 if you would have kept that energy and stayed locked up in jail for a fucking year because you got an ego and you don't know how to humble yourself. Huh? What would y'all do? I'm humble, honey. Okay. I'm not about to risk my freedom just by talking crap. I don't care. I can dislike you. I'm still going to be humble so I can get my freedom. I think my freedom is the most important thing to me. I value freedom. And clearly, a lot of people do not value their freedom. That's why so many criminals are locked up. And that's why so many people are chancing it and risk it because they don't value freedom. And I cannot be around people that do not value their motherfucking freedom. I don't want to be around people that's going to do crimes and do petty stuff and get locked up for years and months because they don't know how to control their anger. They don't know how to be smart about it. I don't give a damn if you gay. I don't give a damn if you trans. If you know me, I don't care about none of that. I don't care if you black, white. I don't care about none of that. Okay. So that shit don't work on me. You know, I like to be around like minded people, despite your race, despite your gender, despite your religion. I don't even care about your religion for real, honestly. Okay. So, let's continue to play.
People have went out and lied because of course they brought Tasha's name up, but all of that was disproved. Like, so it wasn't her fault. It basically everything that they had been saying was lies. It wasn't Tasha's fault. It's more like they're doctoring documents and making stuff up to make it look like I violated the protective order.
It's true that they used footage from Tasha's interview with you against you. Is that correct?
They tried to, but the judge ultimately was like, they had to admit that the interview happened before the TPO, so it wasn't able to be used, and there was no like proof of anything. So it was just like, okay, Tasha is a blogger, so she can talk about anything going on. So they couldn't really like hold it against me. So all of that got thrown out. It was just one screen.
Damn. Ooh, they gonna fry his ass. But there's no reason for him to go around somebody's house and record. There's no reason for him to record himself talking about he wanted to kill her and he wished that she would be under 6 feet and he wanted to be the person to do it. Like, are you serious? And I don't understand how his supporters, y'all claim y'all love his ass so much. Why didn't you be like, you need to calm down or, don't do that. It's not that serious, dog. Shit. It's not that serious. But for whatever reason, it's a lot of crazy people on the internet and on jail, clearly. And y'all can still hear the audio, right? Press 2 if you can still hear this audio. I'm so paranoid. I'm like, damn. Because sometimes y'all will sit up here, I play this audio, and y'all be like, y'all just be listening to nothing. And I'm like, I just played that. Y'all be like, I didn't hear it. Man, if you should have told me that.
Shot that was from, they said February 15th is where I posted the house and I posted the appraisal of the house from the county commissioner website. They were saying that was from February 15th. And that by me using a hashtag, that was direct contact because in court, the judge didn't know the difference in a hashtag and a mention. So they asked the respondent.
So he must have hashtagged T.S. Madison and I guess in her house. But what is that when you guys are doing this to people's houses? Is that like a whistle call in order to destroy that person's house? I would be very offended if I was a judge because I'm sure the judge go through a lot of stuff as well where people try to put her information out on social media because she judged a certain way. So I'm sure she knows how it feels. I'm sure she can relate to T.S. Madison of people trying to dox her because people do try to dox judges. They want to know where you live. They have a hatred towards you. You lock their cousin up, Pookie, in jail, and they want to come for your ass. So the odds do not seem to be in this man's favor. It really does not.
Or they asked the defendant to explain, like, what does this mean? And they essentially tried to say, not even tried, they said that a hashtag is a mention. So it was just a lot of confusion. Like these judges don't understand social media, so they're just kind of asking stuff on the spot, and they're not asking me. I wasn't able to speak at all. They're just asking the people that are filing all of these orders against me. Because since I've came to jail, I've gotten.
All right. Somebody says that it's over for him. Once they get all the evidence and the charges are officially filed, it's going to be over for him. And what I got to say about that is, listening to him, he does not sound remorseful, does he? Press 1 if he sounds remorseful. Press 9 if he sounds the same. He sound like the same motherfucker that's doing all this reading and shading on this internet. He don't sound like he changed. He don't sound like that jail helped him many. So I think he need to stay in there. You know what I mean? So he gonna stay in there for a year, and then he gonna get a trial, and then they're gonna charge him. Then they say up to 10 years, and Georgia is getting stricter with their laws. So this is, what can you do, baby? What can you do? He better just pray to God.
I have more temporary orders from people related to that other person. There's been more warrants taken out on me by people related to that person and that.
Oh, glory to God. I'm so glad T.S. Madison is fighting back. I'm so glad that she's smart with it. The reason why I say I'm glad because she's a transgender, and most people and most transgenders feel like they're not worthy enough to fight the back. They feel like, well, shit, I'm a transgender and I'm ashamed of being transgender and I don't want to go above a court judge and they ain't going to listen to me no way. Stop all that goddamn open. Look at T.S. Madison. She's doing a frightened center. And then even people going to say, well, she's a celebrity. She's not like everybody else. I don't give a damn. Hell, still fight for your rights. Hell, fight for your goddamn rights. So, yeah, I think she's doing a great job with fighting for her rights. He said that more people are coming out with warrants against him. Well, stop fucking with everybody else. You did this to yourself. How often you done mess with so many people, all them energies, and you and them girls of hyenas, y'all just laughing. He. So you're gonna have to eat this shit up, bud. You decide this path. You didn't have to go through this. You didn't have to make this your life choice, but this is what he did. And I think that he love it, honestly. And I think because people have a dislike for T.S. Madison, I guess they're going to try to help DL Whisper just to sock it to T.S. Madison because they don't like her ass. So that's going to be interesting to see. To see the type of strings they're going to try to pull for DL Whisper. Do you guys think that more people is going to come to DL Whisper aid? Press 11 if they're going to come to his aid. Press 15 if you feel like they're not going to come. Do you think Tasha K is going to help him? Huh? Do you think other people that can't stand T.S. Madison going to help his ass? What is this going to come to?
So it's just one of those things where they're just trying to do all of this to kind of keep me in here and to keep me in jail.
So what exactly are your charges?
One count of aggravated stalking because they said I violated the temporary order.
And so they denied your bond, and now you still have no trial date set? You're just in there with no date?
No date, just sitting. And then I tried to ask them like when, and they was like, we don't know. So they're just saying that they don't know. And then we had like some HIPAA issues where they're violating my medical stuff. It's a lot that's going on.
Hold on. He said HIPAA issues. What medical stuff? I didn't know he had any medical stuff that violated. What is he talking about? What is he talking about medical stuff? I didn't hear anything on the blogs about his medical or HIPAA being violated. Press 1 if you heard about his medical or HIPAA being violated. Press 3 if he just making that up, because I haven't heard nothing about that.
On in here wouldn't let me get medical attention until my family called today. So basically that was becoming an issue. Just a whole lot, like not able to get money.
He said what did he need medical attention for? He said he can't get medical attention. Is he transitioning? I mean, what did he need medical condition for? I'm not sure.
On my books, and it's just a lot that's going on because they
Now, do he know this is being recorded and put on social media, or does he not know? Press 9 if he knows this is recorded and was going to put on social media. Press 13 if he don't know. I mean, listen to it. It don't sound like it. I would think if he know this is going to be on social media, he'll probably say some smart shit, I don't know. Because every time I see him, he's always talking smart or being very extra and sassy and stuff like that.
Like some people use their debit cards to put money on their own books, and they just want and they wouldn't let me. And I have a special diet, so I'm vegan, so I'm allergic to meat and dairy and some other stuff. So,
Child, I don't believe that. He allergic to meat. Did you see them big ass lips? Man, them big lips love some meat. All the meat up in that jail cell. Come on now. He's a DL Whisperer after all. Wasn't he chomping on Vince meat? I don't know how he do that, honey. You couldn't pay me enough money to fuck around with Vince. Hell no. Life is not that low. Okay. You gotta fuck around with Vince. Oh my God. Oh my God, girl. Do he gotta pick that big ass stomach up in order to get to the meat? Shit. And I don't even get damn if that meat was big. I'm still not about to lift no stomach up. Okay. Then you gotta roll around with that motherfucker. Okay. Sweating in bed. All that. And he's skinny and Vince big. A big back and a skinny back. Damn. I bet in that bed be so lopsided. I guess Dear Whisper just fall into his arms, honey. I guess Vince was eating that neck up, eating that black ass neck up. Oh my God. Oh my God. He should have kept that shit to himself. Man, he said he was fucking with Vince like that was an honor. Man, I see you, Tank. I'm about to bring you up here, Tank.
it's like they don't give me the food that I need, so I was trying to get commissary to survive because I done lost almost 20 pounds, and it's just a lot.
I'm very sorry to hear.
Well, congratulations. He lost 20 pounds. I lost 30. I told you I'm taking that fake Ozempic shot. Yeah, honey, I'm slimming down. Man, when I'm walking, my ass is like an ocean now. You know what I mean? Girl, when I walk in my ass, all you see is just waves. Yeah, it jiggle like jello, honey. When I'm people just honking, all that ass just shaking when I walk, girl. I can't help it. Cause I guess, when you lose weight like that, it just makes everything so mushy and softy. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. I don't want to lose my ass though. I still want it to be big and fat, but I don't mind these ripper waves. Shit. Girl, look like I'm just walking and twerking at the same damn time. It's just wobbly, wobble with it. I'm so proud of my ass. I sure am, honey. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. It's a sight to see. All right. So
Hear that, DL.
And I was telling them like, oh, it's unconstitutional, and then they were just like, oh, you need to stop bitching. Because I was like, they didn't give me no soap. They didn't give me like anything that they was giving other people. Like when I got booked, they just made me come straight to the back. Like there was no papers that I had to sign. Like they didn't take an inventory of the stuff that I had up front. They didn't give me the proper stuff that I needed. It's like,
child, he got so many excuses, all that. I would hate to be broke and popular. I think that's the worst thing you can be is broke, popular, or in a jail and popular. And then he's going to be in general population and he's popular. Hell no. What's the point of being popular if you don't got money and respect? a person that's popular without money, without respect, and do you think that them DLs gonna knock him off his damn sandals when they find out, yeah, this is the queen that's going around telling our wives and girlfriends we sleeping with motherfucking men. He run his mouth out in these streets. And them other homosexuals in that jail cell and the mother drag queens, transgenders and shit, they up in themselves with the men, because Trump did an order all transgenders with the men now, so they're gonna have a good ass time. Shit. Well, how do I feel if I had to go into jail with a man? I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna get me a man, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna have me a good ass man. Ooh, I would look. I want to be the only bitch in the house anyway. You know what I mean? But then I'm gonna have to have an issue with TS Keisha, TS Elizabeth. You know what I mean? Because they gonna try to get my man, and I don't fight. So I'm gonna need me a posse of other trainees. You know what I'm saying? It need to be 8 trainees. I'm gonna be the queen trainee. And if a TS try me, I'm be like, look, get that fucking training. 12 o'clock, y'all. Yeah, it's Reynolds for her ass, belt to ass. I seen her looking at my man George. I don't play that shit. Ooh, girl, I be going to court, y'all. All them niggas looking at me. But I'm with George. George don't play that. They say they very territorial up in there. You know what I mean? George might whoop my ass if I fuck around with him in the motherfucking jail. Girl, it'll be a sight to see, right? Shit. Ooh, don't let George cheat on me, though. Ooh, damn, with a young trainee, a young bitch come in the room. Damn. Ooh, these young trainees. Girl, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm getting older. Damn. Ain't nothing for me to do. The young bitch is taking over. Shit. I'll be like, can I be your tranny mama? I'm gonna need the young queen tranny to protect the old tranny. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit. Anything I can do to protect myself, honey. Okay. Shit. If I go, I wonder, okay, the trainees that go into the women's side, do the women's be whooping their ass or no? Because they're a trainee and maybe they off them medications and all that man come back. But I'm sure it's a lot of them lesbians or trans people, that's a man, or that, you know what I mean? Started as a woman, now they a man, and they gonna try one of them trainees, you know what I mean? Be like, yeah, I want to take down a man tonight. I want to see if I can fight him, fighter. I wonder, did that shit be going on in jail? I don't know. I've never been to jail, and I don't ever plan on going. So I was just wondering. You know what I mean? Shit. Then what if they essay you in the women's side? You be like, how you gonna essay you? What do they use a strap? No, they don't got no straps in the women's side. They probably use a fucking fork, right? Yeah. They gonna they gonna take you down with a motherfucking fork. Take that. Hell no, I don't want no fork in me. I want the real thing. Shit. Girl, I seen on one show, they said, they be getting these, I guess, the men, and they be pairing them with the men that's gonna do life. And I guess they be like they taking it, because they stuck up in there. Huh. And I guess they be getting great. That shit ain't funny. But what the fuck? I be like the nigga that's doing life, man. And if is that okay, a man that's doing life in prison, right? and he ain't never had no bussy, no boy bussy, right? This is first go around. I wonder, is he timid with it or he just take that shit? You know what I mean? Like a fucking lion. like, like, like he probably just ripped that thing open like it really got a vagina, right? Cause when you're dealing with the man's back door, what? Okay, do y'all think y'all need to be more gentle with a man, apple pie, or a woman's apple pie? Who do you need to be more gentle with? Which one is more sensitive? Man, can we get the likes up, please? Can we get the likes up? Oh my God, let me continue to play.
They, everything is just like whatever there. And then I was asking them like, who can I report them to? And they was like, oh, you have to go to the legislators because we don't have oversight. And the judge, they only have one judge for this whole circuit, for like 3 or 4 circuits, and she owns the jail that I'm in.
She owns the jail. And so the rumor is that, if you can confirm, that she also has family members that work in the jail that she owns. Is that correct?
Correct. I got arrested by one. And I was just trying to retain her grandson as my lawyer because people in jail have been telling me, like, if you get her grandson, they live together, so he might can help you get out quicker.
And that lone screenshot is what.
So tell me this: is he on a gay side or he on a straight side? Or what side he on? He looked like he got friends in there already. They was telling him, who he should go to. So it really seemed like, ain't nobody gonna bother you if you start outing these DL men. I really think the DL the DL men gotten so weak. DL men not like DL men like it used to be when I was growing up. See, DL men, they used to take your head off. These DL men are so weak and so, they ain't gonna do shit. The DL men of today, y'all, they watered down. They not like the real hitters back in the day. They different now. You know what? I don't be coughing, Stevie, until I put my mouth on this mic. Then I'm starting coughing, and that's another thing, Stevie. When you on a mic, or those that y'all do that, do y'all be on a mic? You know what I'm talking about, spitting on the mic. Do you cough when you on that mic? Huh? I mean, cause sometimes you may gag. You know what I'm saying? Do you be coughing and stuff? Some guys say they like that. I had one or a few tell me he gonna make me throw up. You know what I mean? And I said, "Whoa, he's a beast." All right, they want you to throw up on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Be gagging and coughing and shit like I'm about to die on the D. Oh God, man, that's how they want to do it. They want to fuck your throw up. Okay. They want to take you through there, take you through there. You know? I don't know, honey. Do anybody cough? Am I the only one that's coughing? All right, have y'all ever threw up on it? Press 7 if you ever threw up on it. Y'all never threw up on it? Y'all ain't doing it right then. Shit, I be throwing up almost when I'm brushing my teeth and I got that toothbrush in the back of my goddamn tongue. Y'all don't feel like y'all need to gag and throw up when y'all be brushing y'all teeth and have that thing all the way in your throat? Okay. Oh my God. Hell, I'm not gagging. Why you don't got no gag reflex? Oh my God. I met somebody like that. It was a hell of a feeling too. Too bad I'm not into that though. I'm not into nobody's throat. But it's some very talented people out there. They have no gag reflex. I wish God gave me that. I wish, I've never did the splits. My big ass never did the splits before. I always wanted to do the splits. I thought, doing the splits for your man is so sexy. Do we got anybody? Do we got anybody that know how to do the splits? Press 3 if you know how to do the splits or you have done the splits before. Okay. Man, them strippers that do the splits and they put their feet behind their fucking ear and they know how to shake that shit right there. Oh, yeah, that right there. I want to be able to do that. I can't do it because I'm big as fuck. You know, big bitches can't do all that shit. But when I slim down, I might. Shit, man, my big ass thighs so big I can't even cross my legs. Shit, girl, I can't even cross my legs. You hear me? What I'm saying, shit. And look, I'm on that fake Ozempiac, but I just ordered me up my ass a big ass pizza. I done lost 30 pounds and I ain't diet yet. I ain't get on no treadmill. I just been sitting my ass and talking. And I lost 30 pounds. I've been eating pizza, big old fat cheeseburgers. I haven't changed my diet. It is a blessing. I just want to thank God for it. Because I've always wanted to do that. I always wanted a magic something where I don't have to change anything. I don't got to go to nobody gym and I can just lose that motherfucking weight. And I'm telling you, I'm a living witness, honey. 30 pounds in 3 months. So it's out there. Okay. Are y'all enjoying me today? Press 2 if you enjoying me.
Got your bail denied. Is that correct?
Correct. They're just doing whatever, and they're just like not even giving me no dates. They're just like, oh well, you'll just sit there, and it's like, for how long? You know, like that shit is like, that's the hard part because for how long? It's like they not. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just trying not to get too emotional right now, but it's definitely a lot. It's a lot on my mental.
Ground it up in a powder. I put it in. You can put it in.
If he was to get out right now, do you think he'd come for T.S. Madison? Press 4 if he gonna come for T.S. Madison. If he was to get out right now. If he was to get out right now and get on social media, do you think he'll come for T.S. Madison? Press 7 if you feel like he's not gonna come for T.S. Madison. I feel like he gonna still come for T.S. Madison and he want her head. I think I wouldn't trust him. I would keep that nigga locked in. Hell no. He ain't All right. Hey Tank, how are you?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What's your thoughts about it? Are you team T.S. Madison? Are you team DL Hughley? I mean DL Whisperer?
You said not DL Hughley. I am
Or
tickled.
are you team
Scream.
nobody?
I am team T.S. Madison because I think just overall the DL Whisper should have known better. Them folks put a battery in that baby back, and it's so sad to see him go out this way, but he deserves it because maybe this would be a lesson to him that you need to learn how to hold him and when to fold him because this time he lost. He was dumb as a rock. Mm-hmm.
Why
But he
did he
learned his
let
lesson.
those women lead him? Isn't a man supposed to be the leader?
He wanted proximity. He wanted to be a pick me. Kind of like Candace Owens wanted to be a pick me. He wanted to be a pick me, and it's okay. But he didn't get picked this time. He did get picked, but he getting picked to the right one. So
He wanted to be a pick me.
yeah, and it's sad because
But couldn't he be a pick me? Why did he have to go to jail for? Why couldn't he just stayed in line? He should have got a good powerful man or a good powerful woman or something.
When you know better, you got to do better. You can't pull around. We from the old school. You don't pull up to nobody's house. You don't do that. You asking for it then. Especially in a broke down car that can break down at any moment. You can't do that. The car. You can hear the car coming down the street too. All the evidence is there. You left oil marks all in this woman's street.
No, I don't. No, he had a big following. Like he was a mega star. So why didn't his women give him money? Why didn't they support him? Why didn't they fund his lifestyle?
A lot of them did. I think he raised a few dollars, but I think Auntie got that money back. Maddie got that money as well, so
right.
I think they did give him like 10,000 though.
If they giving him money, then why is he driving this and why is he working? I mean, it seems like they got that money after a fact when he had to beg for it. But it seems like they should have been giving him money. They should have been gifting him.
It wasn't about the money. I think he was just feeding a bias or a unconscious bias rather that they had already, amongst black women. Like, is this gay? Everything is gay in 2026. I don't know what happened, but we don't want it over here. Everything ain't gay. The gay community, we are very secluded these days. But he was just feeding that need that they had, which is sad because real women don't feed into that. Real women, real trans women, they don't feed into the nonsense. Because who is it for? Children, sweetie.
What do you mean by that, Tank?
Well, it's the thing of that we're programmed to think and to just way this way of we put all this pressure on black men about masculinity and this and that, and it is so sad because taking a bath, cleaning yourself properly, getting your nails done, getting your feet clean, everything is considered to be gay. And he kind of fed into the
Oh.
stereotype, and he get that, and we realized he can get money off of that. He did, I don't think I don't think he bought was do rags, unfortunately, but a lifetime supply of do rags and jail suit it matches. But
Well, that part,
Mhm.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not bothered. Like, if
Right,
people want to feed into ignorancy
right, they're
about
allowed to do that.
a ghost,
Hmm.
because a DL
You said a
man
ghost,
doesn't. I mean, a DL man doesn't exist. That's the part of being a DL man. You don't exist.
right?
Once you get clocked, you're not DL. You're just
Hmm.
causing it, or you're in denial. But
That's
a
right,
DL man don't exist. That's why DL men, they cannot respond unless they're ex DL men, and
right,
they're not a
right,
DL
right.
man anymore. But a DL
Mhm.
man is a ghost. It's a phantom. It doesn't exist. So for
Well, you know what?
him,
What created the DL men though?
if he's making money
Hmm.
off of it,
Right,
shit, I say go ahead. Let these hoes give you the money. Because
exactly. I look,
he
a
was
freedom of
just
speech.
giving them bullshit. I mean,
He
they
was
still was sleeping
child. I
with
mean,
DL
I
men.
can't.
So I didn't I'm like,
Mm.
shit, go ahead with your hustle. That's my thoughts, was that I really didn't care. I mean, I didn't look at his
They should
content that
sue him for false
hard.
advertisement though, because he was lying to them women. All them lies he be telling them
No,
folks.
those
Hmm.
women like to be lied to. That's why they deal
Yo,
with
that's
DL
sad though. I
men.
mean, they weren't like that. Our women had more sense back in the day, Gigi.
No. Women
They
like to
did.
be okay, listen. Those
Yeah.
women that follow
Hmm.
him,
Yeah.
they like to be lied to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
most women that are following him have dealt
Hmm.
with the DL man before.
Right.
They are dealing with a DL man now, so they need help, but
Hmm.
they have to realize they have to get out their emotions,
Right.
because their emotions cloud their judgment, and
Right.
they prefer believe in a fairy tale, or this man really likes them, or they're
Hmm.
special, or he would never do this. I mean, that's all fairy tale talk. So
That's
they
very
like
true.
listening to lies. So,
Right.
he's feeding them, he's hustling. It reminded me, but he didn't succeed in it. Like, I think of what's that guy name with the glasses?
Which one?
He passed away. I forgot his name.
Um, Kim Samuels.
Yeah. Like, if he
Oh yeah,
was
he was one of the straight community's leaders that passed away. He was
but
one of their
it
leaders. Hmm.
but DL Whisper, he could have set it up. He could have been business savvy just like him, and he
Yes,
could have
he
made a
could have.
killing if he would have did it right. But I think he was so ghetto with it.
Right.
If he would have, did his hair nice, and put on a suit and really took it serious,
Right.
I think he would have went far. You know,
I agree with you. It's just
I
that
mean,
he
I
didn't know how
believe,
to really advertise the right way because he went about it being so aggressive and mean, and he didn't make it funny. He didn't make it commentary. He really made it to
but it doesn't matter. I mean,
mm,
these women and men on social media, they like mean guys. I mean, I think of Tommy Sotomayor. Press one if you guys remember Tommy Sotomayor. The black community, they like assholes, they like mean people, they like
mm,
villains. The more sassy you are, the more disrespectful you are, the more outrageous you are, the black people like you. That's what black people are accustomed to.
yeah,
They react better with assholes and villains versus a person that's good and honest and truthful. They don't like that.
yeah,
But I think Tommy Sotomayor, he was very popular. and he was very aggressive. When you think of Anton Daniels, he's very popular right now, but he's very disrespectful in his rhetoric. Charleston White, he's very disrespectful. So DL Whisper,
Charles
you
White
know,
is definitely
having
disrespectful and older.
okay, hold on. Don't interrupt me. But
Sorry.
DL Whisper, his rhetoric and how he handled it, he's just a product of what social media and what black people like. Black people like that. They complain, they don't like it, but they fucking love it. It's just like they complain about their man hitting them and cheating on them, but they stand with him and they don't want no other man but him. So they just love to complain about shit. That's all that is. But I am getting short on time. Tank, I just want to thank you for coming up here and talking to me. I'm going to put you down right now. Damn. Ooh, all right. I got to have me some water on deck, y'all. I got to have me some water on deck. So somebody said he's miserable too and lonely, really. I don't know. I don't know if he's miserable. Maybe. I don't know. I think he just was trying to get a hustle. He saw everybody else doing it and he wanted to get a hustle. I just think that he wasn't smart about it when it came to certain individuals and he took it too far and he didn't have any boundaries. You know, he didn't stay on his own code. If I was him, I would have been charging these hoes $9.99. You guys subscribe for this tea. Hell yeah, I would have been making big money off of these hoes. These women love to pay men. Do you guys remember that black dark-skinned dude? And he was giving women all this advice about whatever. And then come to find out his Christian woman exposed him because he was cheating. Press 7 if you guys remember that. I'm telling y'all, the women love to get lied to. All right? They like all that foolery and coonery and shit. Just like they love following Dr. Umar. He haven't built your asses in school in I don't know how long. But you love listening to false promises. You know, that's just what they like. So, only thing I fought the DL Whisper for is telling her he wanted to take her out of here and putting that on social media and going to her house, and doing that video shit. About him talking about whatever he's talking about, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Okay, honestly. So, what is he in jail for? Because I don't understand what he went in jail for. For stalking, honey. Stalking, going to somebody's house and recording that shit. And then getting on the internet talking about he gonna take you out of here. He want to take you out of here. Those are crimes. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Yeah, Derek Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. And he used to be real, everybody got their time. So I gotta go through these really quickly because I have to get on out of here. But I do enjoy talking to you guys. Do you guys want me to do these type of lives more often? Press 5 if you guys want me to do these type of lives more often. All right. And let's get the likes up. We can do better. And do you guys think that this is a good way for you guys to get to understand and know my logic and my thoughts and all that stuff? Press 10 if you get a better understanding of who I am when I do shit like this. Thank you, Stevie baby. All right. So Usher, he comes out. He said he has nothing to say negative about Diddy. I don't have to play the whole thing.
Might be a bit controversial, but in the same way, I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history, but in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but.
All right. So what are your thoughts when it comes to Usher and Diddy? Are you team Diddy? Press 2. If you're anti Diddy, press 4. And if you're team nobody, press 10. Cause honestly, my reaction is going to be based on where y'all at with it. Shit. If y'all can't stand Diddy, I'm going to roast his ass. But if y'all want to protect his ass, then I ain't gonna say much. How about that? But some people had some things to say about Miami and Usher. They came out and they were pretty much saying that their experience with Diddy was not like everybody else. I can understand that. Everybody don't have the same experience with everybody else. But I feel other people look at it as, well, he did something horrible to that person, so you should F him. You should F him because he did something horrible. And they're looking at it as, well, he did a lot of good things in my life, so I'm not going to throw his ass away because he did some horrible shit. It's like, well, go into your life and everybody that have done horrible shit to people, throw them away. Throw your son away because he cheated and he hit his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend. You got a son that put pause on his ex-girlfriend. Should you throw your son away? Should you not have access to your son anymore? You know? So a lot of people in their family have horrible people that have done some stuff, and it's like, throw those people away. But they're not going to throw those people away. So Young Miami and Diddy is saying they're not throwing their people away. I understand both sides of the story, and I can go either or. Shit, okay. I just need to know how y'all want me to deliver it, okay? Shit, okay. So moving on. This is Young Miami talking a little bit. I'm not going to play all of hers.
When someone, you were connected to becomes the center of serious allegations and legal issues, how do you reconcile the person you knew with the headlines everybody else sees?
I think in life, you always get put in something or a situation where you gotta make a life decision, and you gotta look back and say, like, what makes sense for me right now? Like, I can love this person, but I can love this person from a distance, or I can have a relationship with this person, but maybe I gotta come back to it. Like,
I just feel like Diddy saved her life because she's not a rapper. She just a sideline. And if it wasn't for Diddy being her girlfriend or boyfriend and putting her all this and helping her getting her own show, she would never got anything. I mean, he showed his power. I believe it was all political because he knew this day was coming. And I think he really liked those Latino girls. So, but he did date Kim Porter. But I think him picking Young Miami, I think it was calculated. I think that it was political and calculated. I don't think that he's really into her for real. I just don't think that's his type. I mean, but I feel like a lot of young girls or middle-aged girls, this is their fantasy. He played a fantasy. A lot of girls, they want a man to wife them up and treat them special and spend all this designer on them. I mean, she lived a fairy tale lifestyle when she was with Diddy. She is a hood girl. She came from the slums. She's not high born. She wasn't born into class. She wasn't born into wealth. She was born in the slums, okay? She was born in the fucking trash can, okay? And he picked her up and he laced her in all this Chanel. That's every broke hood rat dream, So I believed it helped him somewhat. So this is Jay-Z. He's talking a little bit about being accused of doing that to that 13-year-old girl. He said he was so angry and this has really hurted him.
Really heartbroken by like everything that occurred, with all like, we in the space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby.
This civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
That shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure.
Yeah, it used to be like that because everything was limited. Everything was controlled. And I believe that when Trump take over Hollywood, and you know Trump is nothing but a puppet. So when the conservative take over Hollywood, they're going to do it so much where everything is going to be controlled. And trust and believe me, the freedom that you guys have on social media, it will come to an end. Everything in life has a beginning and end. And you guys know humans, we have evolution. We always change. So I do not feel like we're going to have the freedoms that we have now in the future, especially when conservative control everything. I don't know if you guys know, but Trump's close friend, I believe is Paramount, they bought out HBO. They are buying out so many big networks, and it's controlled, Trump agenda. So you're not going to really see, I feel you're not going to see any LGBT events. They're going to take all that gay shit out, all that inclusive, all that, black. They want to go back to white, Christian, American, pro-American type of way. Everything they want is pro-America, pro-American. And did you guys hear what they said about the war? That they changed the age to enlist into war to 42. So now you can be 42 years old to enlist. And did you guys hear about what they said about women? They're saying that they're thinking about, making it mandatory for women to serve into the war. So things are changing right before our eyes, and we are in the beginning stages of a transition. So hell, ooh. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. Well, I covered all of my topics. I just want to say I thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys so much, and I will keep the lives on. And I just love this intimate time with you all. And thank you, Tank, for coming up here. I really appreciate the time we spent together. Love you guys. Bye.